All right, guys, welcome to today's episode. Today, we're working on this 95 Toyota Celsior. It's the version of Japan from the Lexus LS 400, and this should be applied to that car as well. So today, we are replacing the transmission fluid and the filter. So let's get right to it and get this job done. Let's get it. First things first, we're going to be removing this dipstick. And the way you do that is there's a bolt right there in this area here. And it's, I believe it's a 12 millimeter or maybe a 14. We'll find out. But yeah, you have to remove that first to get this thing out. Let's get it. All right, guys, so that bolt right there is easier to access from the bottom. So you can see it's right there. And I will remove the dipstick first before removing that bolt and getting that thing out. And it is a 12 mil. So once you remove that bolt, then you're gonna remove this and drain the transmission fluid. And then you're gonna remove the bolts around it one by one. And you can see the reason why we're doing this as well is because it's leaking. And we're gonna just get this thing right. So let's get it. All right, and here is the parts that have come out already. Half of that tube, that's where the bolt goes. The bolt, 12 mil, and the dipstick. So now, oh, here's our filter that we're gonna be replacing in our gasket. They said that this car comes, you have to reseal the pan with silicone. So I'm gonna see if silicone comes out of here. If it does, then I'm doing silicone. But if they replaced the gasket before, I'm gonna do the gasket and just see, because this car has low miles. So if they did a gasket and they're telling me at the dealership that they do silicone, I think silicone is the better way to go. Because those gaskets, sometimes the material they're made out of, it expands, and then that's why you get leaks. So we're gonna find out right now. We're gonna drain this out and check out the fluid, and then we're gonna remove the pan. Let's get it. All right, guys, so we're draining the fluid, and it's pretty dark. But it's kind of red too. So we're gonna just drain it out. See how much fluid comes out. Like I said, it's like mid-range of being, bad. It smells like some fluid, trans fluid. It really does. But like I said, we're going to drain this out. Once it finishes draining out, I'm gonna put that plug back in, remove the bolts, and get that pan out. Let's get it. All right, guys, so the pan is removed. Filter is held up by 3 bolts there. So we still got to remove that. So we're going to take that off and install the new filter, clean up all around the transmission, and we're going to be taking off the gasket here. Oh no, it is RTV. It is RTV, guys. It looked like over there like it wasn't, but this does have RTV. So I'm gonna make that call to put RTV, a stronger RTV. I don't know what kind of RTV this is, but we're gonna put the good RTV, Honda Bond. So we're gonna be using Honda Bond on a Toyota Celsior. Let's get it, guys. Let's get this cleaned up, put that new filter, and almost finish this job. Let's get it. All right, guys, we're all cleaned up, front and back. This thing's looking new. make sure you clean out those magnets here. Take them out and then clean them out. They're dirty as well. So now we're gonna put some silicone around the area here, because like I said, if you put a gasket on there, it's just gonna leak later. I had this happen before. So we're gonna put some Honda Bond, which I love Honda Bond. It's one of the best silicones out there. So we're gonna reseal it with Honda Bond, and then we're gonna install it. I cleaned up everything over here as well, and I put the new filter on there. There's the old one. Be careful when you take that out. When you take the 3 bolts out, it's still stuck there, so you got to pry on it, and then a whole bunch of fluid comes out rushing. So I got a shower of that. But yeah, clean around the area with a Scotch pad. The areas where you can't get to it, put the Scotch pad on one of these vice grips, and then just get on the areas that you can't get with your fingers or your hand. So with that being said, let's put this pan back on and finish this job. Oh, these bolts go to 10 millimeters. The 3 bolts that come out of there, 10 millimeters. Let's get it. All right, guys, so the oil pan's installed. All the bolts go to 7.8 to 10 millimeters. I put them at 9 millimeters all around. And yeah, there's 19 bolts that you have to tighten. And then you gotta let that silicone dry for at least 24 hours for you to start pouring fluid in there. So that's what we're gonna do. It's dark out. Tomorrow we're gonna be finishing this job, putting that other dipstick in there, and we're gonna finish this job, pour some fluid in there, make sure it's good. Always get Toyota fluid, which I have right here. This is the Toyota fluid they recommend. So let's get it, guys. Let's finish this job tomorrow. Peace. All right, guys, so I installed that dipstick tube in here. As you can see, make sure you guys add some transmission fluid around the seal that goes in there. And this is all looking good, all dried up. So now we're gonna add some fluid, and we're gonna start the car, check the fluid, and take it out for a drive. So let's get it. All right, guys, so we started the car. I put fluid in there. I got a little bit on the exhaust when I pulled it out, but I put about 2 quarts in there so far. That's what came out of it, 2 quarts. And looks like there's no more leaks on there. No more leaks. Just gonna have to test drive and find out. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video on how to install a new trans filter and reseal the pan. And the oil pan bolts go to I already said it was 8 to 10 millimeters. So make sure you guys, that's crucial. Don't over torque them. So with that being said, keep it warm. We're on the cars, and let's get it. Don't mind the hair.